Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through election algorithm guys. Okay, so basically this election algorithm is used to elect a particular node as a coordinator guys. Okay, so many distributed algorithms need one process to act as a coordinator. Okay, so election algorithm is a technique to pick a unique coordinator. Okay, that is nothing but a leader, you can say. Okay, so there are two different algorithms, that is nothing but bully algorithm and a ring algorithm. Okay, yes, so bully algorithm. So each process, so in this lecture we will be discussing about bully algorithm, and in the next lecture we will be discussing about ring algorithm. Okay, so bully algorithm, so each process has a unique numerical ID guys. So basically you can say that each and every process will be having a numerical ID which is unique. Okay, similarly process knows the ID and address of every other process. So basically in this bully algorithm, each and every process knows others IP addresses guys, others location, sorry, others IDs. Okay, so communication is assumed reliable. Okay, the key idea is here you will be selecting the highest ID. So basically you can say that whoever is having the highest ID and who is functionally working 100%, he is eligible to be the leader. So that is the key concept here guys. Okay, so process initiates election if it just recovered from failure or if coordinator fails. Okay, so basically when election is taking place, so election will be taken place whenever there is any kind of failure in the system. Okay, similarly several processes can be initiated an election simultaneously, so each and every process can share their election list at a time. Okay, so the time complexity of this process is nothing but big O of n square guys, as it needs to send to all the processes. Okay, yes, and note one more thing is that it will be sending the process only to its highest. So basically if 4 understood that there is a crash and 4 wants to send a request, so it will be sending for all greater than 4, because less than 4 there is no need to send, because he will be the boss if there are only less than 4. So that is the reason why only for greater than 4 he will be sending guys. Okay, so shall we go through the problem first or shall we go through the algorithm guys? So better let us go through the problem, because once you go through the problem, the algorithm will be a piece of cake for you. Okay, so assume that unfortunately 7 has been crashed guys. So the previous leader or previous coordinator was 7. Okay, and unfortunately he was crashed due to some issue. Okay, so he was crashed and that information was noticed by 4. Okay, so whoever notices it first, he will be starting the election guys. Okay, yes, so 4 knows who are greater than himself, right? Yes, so he sent a request to everyone whoever are highest than him. So 4 sent to 5, 4 sent to 6, 4 sent to 7. Okay, so 4 has been successfully sent the message, but it will be waiting for the response guys, because here 7 is not there, so there will be no response from 7. So it will be waiting for a particular amount of time in which the 5 and 6 has responded. Okay, means they are alive indirectly. They are saying yes. So indirectly 4 understood that okay, then I cannot be the leader. So indirectly any one of them will be the leader. So 4 thought in that way. Yes. Okay. So once 4 thought in that way, so it will be moving out of the election, and now 5 and 6 will fight for the election. Okay, and now 5 will be sending information to 6 as well as 7, because there are 2 higher than 5. 6 and 7, whereas 6 will send only to 7 because it is the only one who is highest than 6. Okay, now 5 also understood that okay, there is no reply from him, but 6 replied. So 5 understood that okay, then I am also lower than this is 6, so 6 will be the leader. So in that way, now 6 has been allocated as coordinator. So once 6 has been has become the coordinator, it will send a message to each and everyone stating that I am the new coordinator, I am the new coordinator. So this is the process of bully algorithm guys. Okay, so I hope everyone got 100% clear idea about how the algorithm is working. So now let us go through the steps guys. Just writing the same logic in terms of steps is nothing but the algorithm. Okay, suppose process P sends a message to the coordinator. Okay, step 1, if coordinator does not respond to it within a time t, then it is assumed that the coordinator has been failed. Okay, so now process P sends an election message to each and everyone which are higher than its priority. So basically that number we are calling it as priority number. Okay. Okay. So it waits for a response time. If no one responds in the interval, then P assumes that she or he is the coordinator and he becomes the coordinator. Okay. So then it sends a message to all lower numbers. Then it is informing that he is the coordinator. So that is the thing that it will be doing. However, if an answer is received within time from any other process queue, process P again waits for the time interval T to receive another message from Q that it has been elected. And if any other situation, it will be restarting, guys. So the same process continues again and again until the highest number is becoming the leader. Okay. So I hope everyone got a clear idea on Bully algorithm. So in the next lecture, we'll be discussing about ring algorithm, guys. Okay. So let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching.